attention!
Hello!
I'm Sarah.
And I'm David, and we're talking about Amazing Race.
Oh my gosh, this episode was tense for the both of us.
It was. I was doing some heavy breathing this week.
Seriously, I think we learned that David is really rooting for Tyler and Korey.
I didn't even know. I didn't know. I mean, I knew I liked them.
Yeah, but you
I just thought they were going to be at the top the whole way through.
So stressful. As soon as we noticed they were falling behind. They're in Armenia. The first thing they have to do is go to an opera to find their clue.
Kind of dance situation.
They're all there at the same time. The opera house is going to open at 8 a.m.
Yep.
People are on the stage, but it's empty out in the seats.
Yeah, so they're searching all the like seats and the stairs and the backstage and searching everywhere. And meanwhile, there's just a guy, vacuuming the floors.
Took a while for anyone to realize that maybe they should ask him.
Yeah.
That slowly just trickled. Not everyone saw what was happening.
Because everyone was distracted and looking, and then they would look up and somebody had a clue and they'd be like, they found one. Where did they find one? And they just weren't putting together that it was from this guy. And meanwhile, everyone is asking all of the dancers on stage, everyone playing instruments, do you have the clue? Do you have the clue? Nobody is asking the help if he has the clue.
I was like, what does this say about us? No one wants to talk to the help. Oh.
Down to Blair and Scott and Tyler and Korey, last two teams to get the clue.
And they eventually get it. But meanwhile, Brody and Kurt are, of course, flew out.
Yeah.
So they have to make bread or they have to make a rug.
Oh, and we should say they're racing for an express pass on this leg.
Only Brody and the Bernie Burns do the pizza bread, not pizza.
Lavash.
And then everyone else does this rug thing. Brody, they get it.
Yep.
Eventually, like it takes them a couple times, but they figure it out, they get it, and they're flying out of there.
Yes, and Sherry and Cole were the first team that got to the rug place.
Yes.
And so they finished the rug first. So I think it was Brody and Kurt first place, Sherry and Cole second place, and then I think Bernie Burns third place.
Right.
But those are sort of the teams leading the pack on the way out of the detour.
And the next thing they have to do is change the oil in a car, but there's only 2 cars that can go up at a time. So obviously the first 2 teams are Brody and then Sherry and Cole, which is like amazing that they are now in second place.
Yes, because they started last, right?
Yes, they did. The cars are up there and then people are starting to come, like Tyler and Korey obviously passing people at the rug thing. We knew they would, but they're still kind of back because they got this clue so far back.
Yeah, the last 3 teams to leave the rug place, they had to like go to a sort of a bus stop and board a bus, but then they were taking a cab and we thought, no, you're not supposed to be in a cab, you're supposed to be in a bus.
Yes,
but
we were all sorts of stressed.
Yeah, but they took the cab to the bus stop. And then they all got on these like party buses apparently.
Once you get to the back, you get so panicked and you just like forget to think clearly because you just are trying to race for space, and they're all like wandering around, not sure where they're going. Then they get in a cab and we don't know that they're supposed to be in a cab. But anyway, everyone gets on their party bus.
Right. And
now we're all at the cars. Tyler and Korey are the last group to have a car to go up.
Yeah.
But Sherry, let's just point out, Sherry says, I'll change the oil in this car.
Yeah, and we've heard that a lot this season.
Sherry is doing everything. What has Cole done? Like, I can't remember what Cole has done. I don't even know.
I mean, he helped when they had to do the, like, beanbag toss type thing. But I don't know. She
feels like she has to show her worth to him.
Yeah.
When I feel like he needs to pick up the slack.
Step up.
Why? I've never seen a parent pull the child. Usually the kid is like pulling the parent.
Yeah, you'd think. But Sherry is struggling, right? She's the second person to get her car up on the blocks and changing the oil. And teams are just passing her and passing her and passing her because she can't get the oil filter off because she's tightening it instead of loosening it. She's turning it the wrong way.
They eventually explain that she's not doing lefty-loosey, she's doing righty-tighty.
And God bless Scott because he's the one who helped her figure it out finally.
Eventually, so Scott is the second to the last team. So it's the Fowlers, then it's Tyler and Korey.
Yep.
So Tyler's actually helping Scott. Because his strategy is now, if I help Scott get out of here quicker, then I can get up there quicker and hopefully pass Sherry. Because she's just been struggling this whole time. She may never get it.
Right.
Well, Mr. Fowler, Dr. Fowler, is so kind, and he's seen her struggle this whole time. That he figures it out. He figures out that she's doing it the wrong way.
So he gets under her car. He's like, you got to flip this thing around. You're turning it the right way. If you flip it around and turn it, you're going to get it off. She would have been stuck. I don't know if she ever would have finished.
She would have never figured it out.
Because Cole can't help her. But finally, Scott helps her figure that out.
Just as Tyler's car is getting up there.
Right. But ultimately, she and Tyler finish at almost exactly the same time.
Yeah.
They're both getting in cabs at the same time. They're like, we gotta go, we gotta try to pass them.
You were panicked.
I was losing my mind.
Well, now, is it because you didn't want Tyler to get eliminated?
Well, honestly, out of those two teams, I didn't want either of them to go home.
Right.
I felt so bad for Sherry at that point. Because she was, she completely stopped trying at one point and was just crying. Couldn't, just was mentally exhausted.
Which I would be too.
Yeah.
Like, if you're trying to get something off and you just don't think you can get it off,
it's infuriating.
I'd lose my mind.
So I feel so bad for her, but then at the same time, I want Tyler and Korey to win, apparently.
Apparently.
So.
I didn't want her to be eliminated just because she has done so much for Cole, and I feel like Cole has just left. Like, even when she was like, Cole, I'm sorry, he wouldn't even give her a hug.
I know.
Like, he was just like, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like his whole attitude towards this race has been like, whatever.
Honestly, the whole time.
Anyway, we love you, Sherry.
We do.
And Tyler and Korey beat them to the mat, but guess what? They're still racing.
It's a non-elimination leg.
They usually tell us that they're still racing, but we didn't know.
We didn't know.
Which was really stressful.
They tricked us.
I guess that's good TV.
Yeah, it was very good.
Our winning moment is kind of obvious. Brody and Kurt have been dominating, but Tyler and Korey have been on their heels. This time they not only dominated this leg, but they got a fast pass.
Yeah.
That doesn't expire for a few more legs.
Yeah, they get it through the 9th leg or something.
So they can use that at any time if they have a, which I can't imagine they're ever going to struggle, but if they do.
Yep. They got a free pass. Our shocking moment was Tyler and Korey. Second, first, second, first. Like, all through the race, they've been winning or at the top. And then they just got tripped up with that clue in the theater. They couldn't figure out to ask the guy with the vacuum. And it was just, it really was legitimately shocking to watch all of these other teams figure it out and just seeing them wandering up and down the aisles of this theater.
We've gotten so used to Korey and Tyler figuring things out so quickly.
Yeah, and easily. They're
just so on top of things. I don't know. I mean, but we're kind of to that point in this race where people are getting tired and they're getting a little more frantic. More and more people have been eliminated.
Yeah, not reading the clues fully.
Exactly. So, like, for whatever reason, Tyler and Korey had an off day and just did not think about where that clue might be.
Yeah.
That was shocking.
That was shocking. And then our better get back on track moment is...
I mean, Cole. It's probably not back on track.
Yeah, just find the track and get on it.
Just get on track.
Just one time.
You're on The Amazing Race, and your mother shouldn't have to, like, hold your hand the whole way.
Yeah.
Like, you can do some things too.
Maybe pull your weight a little bit. Just,
and I mean, he has to. Like, they're gonna run out of times that she can do it, and I can't wait to see that. Like,
and it's probably gonna be something with heights, which you're definitely afraid of. So don't you wish you would change the oil in the car in Armenia?
We just love Sherry so much, so we just need Cole to get in together.
Yeah.
What did you guys think? Were you as shocked as we were? And were you as stressed as we were?
Yeah. Do you guys want Tyler and Korey to win as much as apparently I do? You should also click subscribe because we'll be back in a week doing it all over again.
We'll see you then.
Bye.